Hello viewers, welcome to our lecture series on contemporary issues in business and management, and this is going to be part 5th of our lectures on understanding the evolution of marketing 1.0 to marketing 5.0. So, in that series where we have been discussing about the way marketing has evolved from marketing 1.0 to 5.0, wherein we are talking about marketing for generations to come, the way it has evolved, the way it has developed itself. We will now be talking about the paradoxes of marketing to connected customers, redefining 4 Ps, YWN as most influential segments in the digital era, and then we will be concluding this entire discussion with the topic of shifting preferences, the way the preferences are shifting, the way the marketing is witnessing the shift, the great shift, the paradigm shift in preferences. So, let us talk about marketing 5.0 because we have already discussed about marketing 1.0 to 5.0, but I will be briefly telling you about what marketing 5.0 is all about, because it has to deal with the consequences of the aggressive and unchecked growth over decades, leading to negative environmental impact and rising inequality. So, these things are there in the background when we got this marketing 5.0 to be in this shape and design in front of us. So, marketing 5.0 has to actually deal with the consequences of these changes which have actually happened over a period of time, over decades, and now we are talking about the marketing 5.0 in this format. So, companies as of now they cannot thrive and survive if they ignore the external consequences of their actions. So, whatever I am doing externally, what is happening to that, what is the outcome, what is the reaction to that action of ours as a company, I cannot ignore if I really wish to have a sustained future, or if as a company I really wish to thrive and survive for long. So, I cannot ignore those external consequences. This is what is the crux of the entire story of marketing 5.0. So, due to this only, one of the core purposes of marketing 5.0 is basically to use and apply artificial intelligence, which is actually called as AI, to prevent and correct the pollution and environmental damages that has occurred over the years, over a period of time. So, use of artificial intelligence and machine learning is actually the order of the day. So, AI has actually formed an integral part of the advertising process, be it advertising, be it communication, be it the production process, or be it the channels of distribution. If you have to track the channels of distribution, their performances, the use of AI and ML is something which is inevitable. You cannot deny to the presence of artificial intelligence when we talk about marketing 5.0 or the forthcoming marketing 6.0. But in this entire discussion, we have decided to have a discussion from marketing 1.0 to 5.0, because marketing 6.0 is still there in store for us, it is in its making. So, we are talking about marketing 5.0 till 5.0 only. We have started our discussion from marketing 1.0 and now we have concluded till 5.0. So, if you look at the cosmetic brands, multiple cosmetic brands, accessories or accessory brands, they have been actually using the tools to help ease the apprehensions of the consumers and boost online sales. So, if you have to actually boost or increase the online sales, of course, the use of AI and ML is something which is very much there, which is inevitable. So, marketing 5.0 in nutshell, I can say that it has enormous potential, huge potential to improve online sales performance and consumer satisfaction, and of course, it can reduce the carbon footprints of the brands, because when you are going online, most of your efforts are with the help of technology which is available with us, then of course, it is going to have a positive impact on the in terms of reduction in the carbon footprints of a brand. So, that way you are actually becoming a less emitting organization as compared to what you have been doing previously. So, we have to understand, my dear learners, that marketing has actually evolved itself over a period of say 5 decades, and now we are finding that from selling the 4 Ps to now we talk about commercializing the 4 Cs. people have started understanding that yes, gone are the days when we used to talk about 4 P's as an identity to the marketing, and now we talk about the commercialization of 4 C's. Now, some people think that 4 C's is nothing but looking at 4 P's from the perspective of customers. That also has become an old story, and this speaks volumes about the way the marketing has changed, or the pace of change in marketing. So, marketing mix is a classic tool to help plan what to offer and how to offer, when to offer to the customers. So, for all your questions with regard to offering, making offerings to the customers, marketing mix is basically a classical tool which helps us in planning and that what to offer and how to offer. So, essentially the 4 P's were product, price, place and promotion, but now we talk about the 4 C's, and those 4 C's are basically they talk about different aspects of marketing P's or marketing tools. So, marketing mix has now been redefined as 4 C's, and now these C's are entirely different from what we had discussed previously. So, here we talk about co-creation. We talk about a brand which is created by customers and marketers both. So, they are actually creating a brand with the help of each other. Imagine a situation where as a customer you become the creator of a brand. So, earlier we could not even dreamt for this kind of situation where co-creation can be a possibility. But thanks to AI and ML, thanks to the technology, that now we can co-create our brand in consultation with the marketers. So, there are no distances between the marketers and customers. That has eliminated, and now we can co-create the brand. We talk about currency in which you are dealing. So, since our products are becoming globalized, so now it is no more the cost is no more confined to one currency, to single currency. That is why we talk about currency also, that the second P is currency in which you are dealing. Third one is activating the communities. Let the communities become the torch bearer of your brand. Imagine that there is some situation going on, there is a debate going on with regard to your brand as a marketer. You are witnessing that I need to go and answer, and you find some advocates there out of that community who are actually giving befitting reply to those who are making their efforts to tarnish the image of your brand. So, this is the outcome of community activation. So, the another C which is of immense significance is community activation, and the last one is conversation, that yes, you have to communicate, you have to converse, you have to keep on your communication circuits, and there should not be any confusion among the customers with regard to your brand. So, now we are living in an era where the marketing mix is something which is regarded as a prerequisite, that yes, 4 P's are there. But now we are going a step ahead, and we talk about, or we believe into co-creation, currency, community activation and conversation. So, this is the new definition of 4 C's when we talk about marketing 5.0. So, in this digital economy, when we talk about marketing to be completely digital, or marketing means digital marketing only, this co-creation is the new product development strategy. It is actually a brand new strategy with regard to development of a product. So, through this co-creation and involving customers early in the ideation stage, corporate entities or companies can improve the success rate of new product development, because we all know that with regard to new product development, the data indicates that 99% of the new products fail. Imagine that success rate is of 1% only, but yes, with this co-creation and involving customers early in the ideation stage is going to improve this rate of success. So, it is not going to be anything less than 10% or 15% or so. Why I am saying, or why I am trying to assert with this increment in success rate, because when we are going for co-creation, there are very less chances of any confusion among the mindsets of the marketers with regards to the requirement of the customers, because customers need something else and marketers are producing something else. So that situation which is called technically being called as marketing myopia, that is no more there. If you are involving your customers early in the ideation stage, then of course there is very less chances of any inhibition, doubt or any kind of confusion with regards to customers need, because what customer want, if you are offering, of course there is no a problem, there is no reason that your new product is going to be a failure one. So co-creation actually allows customers to customize and personalize products and services, and in this way they are creating superior value propositions, which is actually the ultimate goal of a marketer, that you have to create a superior value proposition, and that is the ultimate goal of yours as a marketer. So now we are going to talk about the key differentiators across marketing 1.0 to 5.0. We had already discussed on different parameters, but when we talk about the orientation, I am just giving a reiteration so that we can understand the netizens, or we can understand the citizens who are actually living in an era where internet is a new world, and as a marketer and or as a customers, we have to actually interact in that world only. So concentration was earlier at the product, from product orientation to consumer orientation, then to marketing orientation, and eventually we have now moved towards human centered marketing, which is focused on consumers experiences. We talk about humanity that uses artificial intelligence. We are actually talking about a situation where the artificial intelligence is actually a new reality. So all these points are there, and we have to understand that if you look at the communication pattern, earlier it was unidirectional in the marketing 1.0, in marketing 2.0 it became bidirectional, and in marketing 3.0 it actually became multidirectional. By the time we reached to marketing 5.0, it became omnidirectional, and till date I would say now it has become omnidirectional, because you have to be omniscient, you have to be omnipresent, and you have to be omnidirectional. So if you have to be with the customers, then of course you are supposed to be present everywhere. Wherever your customer want you, you have to make yourself available. If your customer want to have information about a brand in social media, you cannot avoid social media as well. So this is actually the reality of modern day marketing, and we all understand that we have to stay relevant in the marketplace, and for staying relevant in the marketplace, of course you have to go as per the expectations of the customers. Wherever they are, whatever they want, you have to actually provide that. If we talk about value proposition, earlier initially it was functional only, then we started talking about in marketing 2.0 functional and emotional, and in marketing 5.0 we talk about a series of value propositions, starting from functional to emotional, spiritual, self creative, co-creative and interpersonal. So you can say that there is an addition going on from marketing 1.0 to 5.0. We are not deleting anything, we are not eliminating anything. Whatever we had created over a period of time in marketing 1.0 to 2.0, the same has been carried forward to marketing 3.0 and 4.0 as well. And eventually in marketing 5.0, you can say it is the sum total of whatever we have developed, whatever we have gained till date, that is in front of us in aggregate form. Now amid all these discussions, there are certain paradoxes which we can't deny, and they are being called as paradoxes of marketing to connected customers. So paradoxes of marketing is what? We are having customers who are not only willing to go online, but they do need offline interaction. So they are not willing to settle at one platform, they want you to be present everywhere. And that is why just before few seconds I told you about the omnipresence, I told you about the omnidirectional or omniscient or omnipresent kind of brand you are supposed to be. So, this is a paradox which every marketer is witnessing, and you have to actually manage with that. So, you can't decide that yes, we will be present online only. Gone are the days when marketers had a choice, that they used to decide that yes, we will be selling online only or offline only, but now that choice is resting with the customers. If they want you to be available on both the platforms, you are supposed to be. You have no other choice but to make yourself available. We have to deal with not only information rich and time poor customers, but also the customers who are distracted, misguided, misled with the huge information, or you can say the bombardment of information is there, and we are witnessing a customer who is completely distracted, disoriented, or at times misguided also. So, you cannot expect all the customers to stay informed only or information rich only. They can have data, but not they can have information, but not the knowledge about a product. So, here comes the emergence of knowledge products, where you are supposed to disseminate the knowledge about that product as well. We are dealing with negative versus positive advocacy. You do not have only those segments of customers who become your advocates for positive reasons, you do have your enemies even online, who are actually doing a negative publicity of your brand free of cost, and causing not only the harm in terms of your image, but also in terms of the loss of business. So, we have to actually deal with this situation. Now we are not supposed to deal with competitors only. At times, some customers who are not happy with the product, they can also become or assume the role of a competitor, and they can cause greater harm as compared to what your competitors used to do. So, my dear learners, these paradoxes we cannot deny, and we have to live in this world only, because we can't create a new world. We have to actually live in this environment which is given to us, and with the given situation and environment, we have to actually target our activities, we have to actually focus our activities or plan our activities. Now, in this era, we talk about the influential digital subcultures, and this I have briefly told you in the previous lecture of mine, but now we will discuss in great detail that we are going to talk about a new world of internet, where you are no more called as a citizen in your country or in any country wherever we are living. We are being called as the citizens of that country. Like I am the citizen of India, so I am basically being called as citizen of India. So, imagine that you all or we all belong to a world of internet, where we are no more called as citizens. Since the world is of internet, we are called as netizens, which is actually the synthesis of two words, internet and citizen. So, we call it netizen. So, the citizens of that internet world, they are being called as netizens. So, we have to understand that what is the role of netizens, because they occupy the not the market share, but the share in the heart of the customers. So, netizens for heart share, you have to actually focus on those netizens to occupy some place in mind and heart of your customers. We all understand that the rate at which the youth are accepting innovation, it is very much significant for us to occupy the mind share, because they are the one who are going to spread the word about the product. And women, of course, we can't deny to the power of women for market share, because that is enormous and distinctive segment profile, and they are the decision maker in different avenues or in different matters. So, we have to actually somehow in this journey of marketing 1.0 to 5.0, we have to find the most influential one, that which segment is going to be the most influential. If you want the increased profitability of getting probability of getting advocacy, you should place your entire efforts on YWN, which we call as youth, women and netizens. So, in terms of size, each of them, they are very lucrative segment for a marketer. And if you target, if you focus your entire efforts accordingly, then of course you are going to be a successful one. So, as I told you previously that Michael Hobben was the person who coined this word in early 90s, and he defined the netizens as the people across geopolitical boundaries who care about and actively work towards developing the internet for the benefit of the larger world. So, these are the people who are actually creating. I have told you about the way they develop, who all are the different parts of these netizens, because we have different categories, and we have been talking about the different segments of netizens. There is a hierarchy of internet users, wherein we have talked about inactive people, spectators, I mean those who are simply taking the benefit out of the internet world, people who watch and read online content. Then we have joiners, people who join and visit social media, and afterwards we have collectors also, those who add tags to web pages. And but the most important segment is of critiques, people who post ratings and comment online, because they are the real one who are actually being very active on the internet. And then we have creators, people who create and publish online content. So, the collectors, critiques and creators, they basically characterize the netizens in a best manner, because they are the one who contribute to the internet, rest all are the users. So, now we have to understand that what is their role in influencing others in relation to their desire to be always connected and to contribute. So, my dear learners, what these netizens are doing, what role do they play, and how to tame them, how to channelize them for our own strategies, that I would discuss with you in the next lecture of mine. I hope you must have enjoyed this very segment of my lectures on contemporary business and management. Thank you so much.